Signing on for today's lesson, and our quote for today is never go into a situation with your eyes closed. You might just wake up with a hangover. So, question. Have you ever been in a predicament or um, had an opportunity where you were getting ready to do something or wanted to do something and you didn't necessarily have all of the details or the specifics and you move forward with it anyway, again, only to regret it later? Or there was information available, but you didn't take the time to review that information thoroughly. You just maybe scanned it and then thought that would be enough to get you through. And we can have these situations where perhaps you're getting ready to sign something and you don't read the fine print as well as you should, and later on come to regret it because something very important was in that fine print. Or you're given directions for something. I never read directions for like putting furniture together, and then you end up with all these extra pieces and can't figure out why. But you have these opportunities where the information is there for you, but you don't necessarily read it. Sometimes you depend on other people to do it for you, like, oh, I'm getting ready to do such and such, and oh, I did that. Oh, and all you have to do is XYZ. So you just kind of take their word for it and you move forward with it anyway. So many times in life, we come to regret those things because, again, we haven't taken the time to learn and search out things for ourselves. So I call this going into situations with your eyes closed, not fully alert as to what's going on around you. And of course, I have a story. It's from my college days. Again, a lot of my stories are from my college days. And if you know me or you've seen some of the previous videos, you know I went to college in New Orleans. Again, shout out Dillard University, go blue, DU. And of course, there's always something to do in New Orleans, like always something to do in New Orleans. And so this was during my first year. And my friends and I, sometimes we used to go and just hang out. And so we would go like downtown New Orleans sometimes, or we might go to the French Quarters and just walk around. If you've ever been there, oftentimes you have people just walking around, not really doing a whole lot of anything, partying, hanging out, drinking, doing whatever it is that they do. Nobody really seems to have like a place to go. Again, they're just hanging out. And so we used to go and just hang out. So this particular night, it was a Friday night, I'll never forget it. And a bunch of us were going to the French Quarters just to hang out. And it's so funny because I had an amazing group of friends in college and still have a couple of them close by, relationship wise. And so we used to travel in packs. And we used to hitchhike to get places if we needed to go somewhere. And it was so funny because we would always be at least like four, six, sometimes eight of us. And yes, we would try to hitchhike that many of us. And we would never take the ride. If it wasn't enough room for all of us to squeeze in, we wouldn't take the ride. But if the person was willing for like all four of us or six of us or eight of us, however many, to get in, then we'd all pile in and get to our destination. Don't try that today. But this was like a whole long, long, long time ago in the 80s. And so this particular night, we had, I think, hitchhiked the ride to, it's hitchhiked, huh? Hiked. Yeah, I almost said hitch hooked, but no, that would give you the wrong connotation. Hitchhiked a ride to the French Quarters. And we're just walking around, just hanging out. And again, remember, I went to college at 17. And my friends, this particular night, we were going to they wanted to have daiquiris. And I have never been a drinker. Probably, had maybe at this point in my life tasted alcohol once, like snuck a beer at a family wedding or something like that, and just never really cared for the taste. And so this particular night, we decided, more like my friends decided, we were all going to have daiquiris. And so I was like, yeah, no, thanks. I'm not a drinker. I don't want any. And so my favorite color is purple. So they use that to go like, oh, Deirdre, look, there's a purple one. And if you've ever been in a daiquiri shop, I don't know if they still look like this or not, because I haven't been in one in like 40 years or more. Um, the little front, you can see the color of the daiquiri and they have the flavor on the outside, whatever. And so they're like, oh, there's a purple one. I bet it's probably really good. And I was like, no, thanks. I don't want it. They're like, oh, you should try it. It's probably, let me see what's in it. Oh, it's just grape juice and just a little bit of alcohol. You probably won't even taste it. So they convinced me to try this pretty purple daiquiri. And so one of my friends paid for it. I don't know whoever bought it. So we're walking, down the streets with our daiquiri, and I haven't even tasted it yet. I'm just walking with the cup in my hand, hanging out, being cool with my friends. And so lo and behold, and I don't know if they prearranged this or not. I'm going to have to ask them. And if they're watching, they need to let me know if this is prearranged. But they decide that we're going to have a contest to see who can drink their daiquiri down the fastest. I said, okay. So they said, on the count of three, let's see who can empty their cup the fastest. So one of the friends counts down, one, two, three. When she gets to three, I close my eyes and I just put my straw in my mouth and I suck my daiquiri down as fast as I possibly can. So when I finish, that little sound at the end when the cup's almost empty. And then I open my eyes. And when I open my eyes, they're all just standing there looking at me, my friends. Next thing I knew, it was Monday because I have no recollection of how we got back to campus. From what they told me, I slept all day Saturday. I slept all day Sunday. And I woke up when it was time to go to class Monday morning. To this day, I have no memory of those 2 days. I went into that situation with my eyes closed. And I guess I slept through my hangover, which was probably a good thing because from what I hear, waking up with a hangover is not a good thing. And so, if there are situations that you need information about, like I didn't read about the daiquiri to see exactly what was in it, they later told me that it was grape juice. I love grape juice. The part they left out, 90 proof gin for someone who was never a drinker. Yeah, I should have gone into that with my eyes open. If nothing else, I would have realized that no one else was drinking their daiquiri down so fast. So, if you have a situation, and I got to give it to them because they kept me safe. They got me back to campus. No harm came to me, or if it did, I don't remember because, again, I don't remember those 2 days at all. No recollection at all. But they got me back to campus. And here I am, some 40 plus years later. And for the most part, I guess I'm okay. But I want to encourage you if there are situations, circumstances, go into it with your eyes open. Don't go into it with your eyes closed because you might just wake up with a hangover. Get the information that you need, get the understanding that you need, read the fine print, learn and know things for yourself. Don't depend on somebody else's experience, okay? So that's our lesson for today. Hashtag life lessons, hashtag listen and learn, hashtag words of wisdom. Stay away from the purple daiquiris, especially the ones with 90 proof gin, okay? Signing off.